Okay, we have another example simplifying a complex fraction. At a glance, what I notice are the negative exponents. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite this problem without those negative exponents. And then we will do our little denominator trick, and then we will simplify our answer. So, rewriting the problem, first we have a 1. That's good. We can leave the 1. 1 minus. But here we have a negative exponent with just the k to the negative 1. So what happens is that's going to go to the bottom, but the h stays on top, so it's going to be h over k to the positive 1 power. Over, so there's that big fraction. Here's a negative exponent that's going to go to the bottom, so 1 over k minus, there's a negative exponent. Yep, all right, 1 over h. Okay, so now that we have this complex fraction, we want to figure out the little denominator. Basically, we're finding a common denominator for the whole problem, for every piece right here, that will cancel everything away. Okay, so we look at our denominators and we want to come up with a common denominator that includes every denominator we have here. So first I see that there's a k, so I want a k in the denominator. Then I see we have a k here. Well, I've got a k, so we're set there, but then we have an h and we need an h, so kh. All right, so we are going to multiply every part of this complex fraction by that kh. So maybe I'll, there we go. Maybe I'll zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. I'm going to multiply this times kh. Now when I multiply this fraction, remember it goes with the top, so I can do some canceling. This gets multiplied by kh, and this gets multiplied by kh as well. All right, so we have kh times 1, which is just kh, but this is not, I'm not really doing this alphabetical. So I'm going to switch that to hk, just because we like things to be alphabetical. Minus, now when we do this over here, we're going to cancel this k with this k and multiply the h's. That's going to give us h squared. Over, now we're to this one, we're going to cancel the k with the k and multiply h times 1, and we get h minus, and then this last one we get to cancel out those h's. This h cancels that h, we multiply k times 1, and we get k. All right, so how do we simplify this? Well, we try to factor and see if anything cancels. First, with this numerator, I can see that both terms have some h's, so let's take out a GCF. Take an h out, it leaves us with k minus h over h minus k. All right, well, these almost look like they're going to cancel. This is a k minus h, that's an h minus k. Good thing we know a little trick to do with that. Remember, if you need to flip the order of subtraction with these problems, you can do that by factoring a negative 1 out, and it lets you flip the order to h minus k. So now I'm done with this. It turned into this negative 1 times h minus k. And just to make things very clear, let me go ahead and rewrite where we're at. So we have this h minus k on top. We've got this negative 1. I'm going to go ahead and multiply it with this h, so negative h over h minus k. All right, now the h minus k's will cancel, and our final answer is just that negative h.